Rumana, rumana, bintendi, bintendi, binlaba, bopena, din tobukutobum, tobukutobum, tobum, tobum, tobukutobum.
In 1634, the Dutch West India Trading Company conquered Curaçao from the Spanish. When they realized the potential of the natural St. Anna Bay, they made it a naval base, slave depot, and trading and smuggling port. As a result, Willemstad became the main transit port for the Dutch transatlantic slave trade to the Americas and the Caribbean in the 17th century. Thousands of enslaved Africans were shipped from West and West Central Africa, mainly from Congo and Angola. They came with their cultural heritage from the lands of origin. Their beliefs and traditions have left an indelible mark on Curaçao's music and dance. Tambu is a West African-inspired music and dance ritual with Congolese elements that evolved on Curaçao during slavery in the 17th and 18th century. The rhythm gave spiritual strength to dance, to sing and clap. By stomping the feet in the ground, the humiliation of slavery was shaken out of the body. It's the oldest and most powerful African-rooted rhythm of the island that was practiced by the slaves as a belief system. The Catholic Church and the ruling authority banned tambu, but the slaves had their secret meetings to process their collective pain with tambu of lament. Binta is a musical bow that is used along the west coast of Ghana. There it's called obinta. In Afro-Curaçao music, the instrument is still used. In the eastern part of the island, musique di zumbi was played with binta. In the western area, a flute was used. Musique di zumbi means ghost music. The alternating soft and loud sounds carried on the wind created a mysterious atmosphere, as if ghosts were dancing. With the arrival of the oil industry on the island in 1915, agriculture as the main source of food disappeared. Yet there are still some families who plant and harvest maishi-chiki, sorghum, according to ancestral traditions. Before the harvest begins, there is thanksgiving to God for rain and the fertile soil of Mother Earth. Bringing in the harvest is done by family, friends, and neighbors. They are guided and encouraged by supladoi kachu, blowing on a cow's horn. It's an African communication tool that was used to announce a birth or death and to dance to during harvest festivals. Harvest starts in the field and ends at the owner's house. There the sorghum needs to dry on the platform before it is grinded. The successful harvest is celebrated with Sewu, the music and dance of the Harvest Festival. Creating headscarves only fastened with pins is a folkloric competition during preparations for the cultural Sewu Festival of Curaçao. Highlight of this festival is the big Sewu parade, which exists at least for 4 generations. In the west of the island, where people used to live from agriculture, each year this colorful event is celebrated by young and old, keeping the memory of the past alive. Every New Year's Eve, the well-known local herbalist Dina Veres prepares a mixture with fragrant local herbs freely available in bottles. To make sure good fortune crosses your path during the new year, white-some Curaçaoans jump over herbal incense to ward off bad luck. When the happy crowd dances as one, the square is full of joy. In private orchards, the traditional New Year's tambour of pleasure is danced on the 1st of January. The word tambour not only stands for the event, but also for the song, the content, the singer, the instruments, the dance, and the belief. Not touching your partner during dancing comes from ritual dances of Africa. The footwork is a sliding motion and a continuous trampling with the heels. When the arms are held above the head during dancing, a feeling of intense joy and inner harmony is experienced.
Para Cantiguaya, ay mami hermosa, su cara está bonita con sus curvas y culebra, que vaya hasta que vaya hasta trova, pronto loco mira hasta conta buleguaya.
Tumba is quite different from tambour, also an African rhythm, but the song, harmony and dance style were adjusted to European standards with different instruments and differently composed musical groups. Due to the economic growth of the island since the 1930s, new instruments became available with which the tumba was played more and more. Since the 1970s, the tumba fully blossomed when, in a completely different form, it developed into the Carnival Tumba of Curaçao. One of the many activities during the Carnival period from January to March is the bustling Tumba Festival, where participants compete for the title of King or Queen Tumba. And when the king is crowned, Carnival has its road march. Curaçao's Carnival is a major cultural event. The preparations start 1 year in advance by more than 1,000 people working behind the scenes. Farewell Light Parade on the last day of Carnival is a creative explosion of imaginative designs in dazzling colors made by a multicultural society. More than 3,000 participants of 31 different carnival groups dance their way through the streets of Otrobanda on the rhythm of the irresistible tumba. Carnival ends after the farewell march with the burning of Rei Momo. The unique world of Curaçao music is enshrined in the photo documentary Música Curaçao by photographer Sinaya Wolfe. The book was launched in the crowded art gallery Bloemhof in the company of well-known Curaçao musicians and many guests. 3 internationally known local musicians rooted in Afro-Curaçao music who frequently perform on the international stage as well as at the Curaçao North Sea Jazz Festival took the tumba to the next level. As a cherry on the musical cake, they spontaneously gave a rousing rendition of Curaçao jazz, also known as Cura Jazz, with Tumba Sabrosita.